Hello and welcome back to Pravus Gaming and EU4, the Cossacks playing as Russia. Alright, so, with the latest expansion announced, even though the release date is not available yet, but with the next expansion announced, I do feel like it's time to start stepping up the pace a little bit. We are still only in 1619, which pretty much means I think it is time we consider going to war against Kalaka and Ming and so on. It's time to open up the Eastern Front. Show our mighty Western tech group over to the Eastern people and crush them while we have that technological advantage. So that being said, we should consider a few things. First off, I am obviously not going to allow these Oirat separatists to exist. We already have a 24 stack on the way. As far as unrest, there's a lot of it. Regrettably, there is truly a lot of it. Let's go ahead and deal with these separatists before they cause any issues for our little vassal Theodoro, who we are still only 26.4% of the way through annexing. We are attempting to nail down the unrest out here. I'm a little worried that Gotland is going to be a problem for us, but it does have a fort. We'll see. Maybe. I'm sorely tempted to increase the autonomy here, which is unusual, I think, but... Although one thing I suppose I could do is give it off to the clergy, which would reduce the unrest a little bit, and eventually make it a lot easier to convert, which would be kind of good. Yeah, but we'll see when we get close to that point. There is a lot of tolerance in the Orthodox faith. 5.82 tolerance of the true faith is pretty darn good. We have a lot of new provinces we're going to have to be converting in the near future, though. So that's a thing. So while we wait for these rebels to tick up a little bit more, we can go ahead and reduce our army maintenance a little bit, make a big chunk of money per month, and let's keep a close eye on this. I'm going to be bumping up to speed 5 for a little bit, and let's see what happens. I'm watching those Cossacks separatists in particular. Whoop! I totally forgot about these guys, and I reduced the army maintenance again. It's not the first time I've made that mistake. It's kind of a silly thing to do, but... you know, oh well. I'm actually going to back this army up a little bit so that if these Chagatai Khanate separatists decide to fire, we won't be completely screwed. Actually, Ming seems to be having quite a bit of different separatist issues. Liang separatists, Jin, Shun, Mongol, Yi, Yu, Oirat? Oh my gosh, Ming is about to fall apart. We might be about to watch the implosion of Ming. That's kind of exciting. The question then becomes, do we want to take advantage of them while they're weak, or let them fall apart, then kill Kaka virtually unopposed? I feel like I just said Kaka. I'm pretty sure I tried to say Kalka, but you can imagine saying it a little bit fast. There's some room for interpretation there. Alright. Whoop. And that's another battle that I totally forgot about. Oh, man. You know, I had one job, and that was stomp down the rebels without getting everyone killed. Grain trade disturbances. There's always been tension between the Cossacks and the other states. Support the Cossacks, gain loyalty, the burghers are unhappy. We probably can afford to upset the Cossacks without any real issue. Yeah. Or make the burghers happy. I would much rather make the burghers happy, honestly. Give them more influence, because I can actually demand power from them, so... we're going to support the burghers. Yeah, we just lost a little bit of, cavalry costs from the Cossacks, but, you know, whatever. Probably fine. Alright, so we have a couple of cores. We have more freaking noble rebels. Screw Theodoro. You know what? If your line of succession changes, it doesn't matter. As long as you pay homage to your master, Russia, I don't really give a crud. Go ahead and have your own problems. Whoops. More nobles. Theodoro, sir! The stability. I think someone actually did point out that I could look through the ledger if I really wanted to find out a bit more about a country and what's going on for them. Theodoro. Prestige -6. That's their income. Inflation's actually pretty high, which is part of the problem. Development 292. See, I was looking for that earlier. Should have known. Alright, maximum manpower, blah, 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 blah. There's a few different things I could look up. I mean, the ledger is a useful tool, but honestly, there's so much information. Sometimes I just have a hard time sorting through all of it. It appears we are going to be dealing with Ming's separatists for them. Why? Oirat and Chagatai does consider this to be one of their core provinces. What about this one? Well, that's Oirat. Actually, if I let these guys just kind of go, they'll siege it down, but they may go somewhere else. You know what? No. Go ahead. Go ahead and siege it down. I'd rather not deal with it. I'd rather keep making the money for a little bit. Go ahead and siege it down. It's fine. I'll just siege it right back, as long as you march back over into Ming. Why kill a perfectly good 15,000 troops that are going to have to kill the Chinese? Why do that? Unless this is actually... Oh, wait. This is also... okay. That's actually also considered owned by Chagatai, which means they could easily march into this province. Maybe we will have to kill them after all. Maybe. Just maybe. Boo. Alright. Well, it's fine. Okay, we have 560 ducats currently. Do we want to build another legion? We have the manpower, obviously. It would not hurt to have more troops to send out there. And we have a lot of force limit to work with. Of course, then again, that means we're going to be spending a lot of money as well, so... We could instead work on upgrading more of our forts if we want. We have one down here, which would be in a very strategic location. Probably worth building. Sure, let's build it. See a bit of blue. I'm blue, ba-ba-dee, da-ba-dee. If I were green, I would die. That's not what they actually say. Let's go ahead and just upgrade some forts. Probably fine. We don't have nearly as many forts as we used to. Alright, more conversions done. Noble rebels are marching around trying to do things to Theodoro like they often do. We'll continue to convert the Sunni, since I cannot convert the Protestants yet. Doop-a-doop-doop-doop-doop. Whoop. More cores for me. Conversion successful. And there we go. Alright, now we can finally start converting the Protestants, which is a far easier task for us overall. 874 on the colony over here. Royal marriage offer from Theodoro? I think not. We're in the process of annexing you, sir. I see no reason to muddy the bloodline of Russia. Oh, good. They did actually leave. Excellent. All right, let's go ahead and reduce our army maintenance a bit then. Go ahead and continue making 40 ducats a month. Once something's up to 80%, like the Kazaki separatists, then I will worry about it. A couple of months of regenerating our morale should be sufficient, I think. No, General Alexei's dead! No! I liked General Alexei. General Alexei was awesome. Alright, let's get a new one. He's okay. It's pretty much a ditto of Feofan, but it looks like they took different electives in general school. One became better at maneuver and the other better at shock. The important thing is the fire value, which at this point in the game I would consider to be the most valuable anyway, so... Alright, one of the benefits of having 66 army tradition, you're just going to get some slightly better generals than you otherwise would. Alright, that problem is solved. So let's back off a little bit. Okay, we're up to 80% with the Kazaki separatists, so before I put my foot in my mouth, let's go ahead and raise up the army maintenance. There goes the Conquest Casus Belli against Ming. Let's go ahead and fabricate yet another one. Kobdo. Sure, Kobdo is a fine name for a province. Augsburg no longer have a truce. We are, like, at the manpower cap. It's really kind of shocking. Oh, man. You know, we didn't have to take quantity ideas. Turns out Russia's national ideas are equivalent. They're basically the exact, same thing. Because we have been doing freaking fine on our manpower the entire time. Alright. How are we looking? Kazaki separatists. Where are these guys going to fire? Vern Yi. It is right here. Kazakh was further east than I thought it was, honestly. Huh. I really thought these were all like Nogai cores and stuff. I thought Kazakh was further up here to the northwest. Alright, we got our foreign contacts. We reduced our overextension, which is good enough for me. Make St. Petersburg the capital for 1,000... Wow, it's gotten more expensive. Almost 2,000 ducats now. Whatever. Colonize Owl. Okay. Where's Owl? That's a... What? Wait a minute. Can I colonize here? Our colonial range is 525. We actually could colonize the New World, technically. Oh, cool. I don't exactly know how I'm supposed to get some troops out here to protect it. And it's not like it's really that much of a threat, but still, I could. Huh. Alright, well, I guess we are going to start a colony there. Whether we choose to finish it or not is another question. We are capped on admin power. I like that they added this pop-up. It was so needed. I'm glad they did it. You know what I'm going to do? I know that I'm looking at paying a big ahead of time penalty, but do I really want to sit around and do a bunch of developments, or would I rather start... Well, maybe I guess I should. Alright, fine. I'll go ahead and do some frickin' development. Are you happy? Better be dang happy. 0.1, 0.1, 0.1. I see a lot of 0.1s. Looking for something a little bit better than that. It's capped out. 0.13. There. Done. Alright. Truce at Saxony just ended. Goody-goody gumdrop. Waiting for that colony, waiting for some more rebels. The Cossacks separatists are up there to 90%. The loss of our General Alexei is very tragic, I admit. Let's go ahead and put a general in charge right here. And a general in charge right here, because this is in theory where the Cossacks are going to fire, if they do at all, which they will. We managed to convert the heretics. Good. Give me another one. Hologaland. Border friction. Kalka will dislike me. Don't care. Don't want to lose power, and I see no reason to lose my claim. Screw Kalka. I don't give a crap what they think about me. I'm a cynical man like that. Come on. Things need to happen. Fire, rebels, fire! Getting bored waiting for you. Sweden has rivaled Scotland and stuff. Noble family feuds side with one family. We have a revolt in Tikvin, which is located... Well, that isn't Tikvin. That was the wrong one. I thought I clicked this. Apparently not. Okay. Oh, we got a 20 stack not far away. Let's go ahead and start sending our troops up there. It'll be until April, so we got a few months. We could, of course, accept additional local autonomy in a totally different province, or lose 33 diplomatic power. I think we're going to take the noble regiments. We should be able to stomp them down pretty effectively. Let's go ahead and convert the rest of these Protestants. Convert all of Scandinavia. We're about to finish this colony at the end of this month. And here come some separatists. They did not fire where I thought they would. Would you look at that? Alright, we're going to go stomp on them. Send all the troops, overwhelming force. You know how this works. It's fine. Alright, so, I really want this colony to finish up now, please. Are we only getting 3 people a month? It's taking forever. Kill! Kill! Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Don't lose! How could you possibly lose? There we go, reinforcements. Jeez. Them rebels were holding out a little bit harder than I was expecting. Alright, we'll core that sucker up. We'll split. Did I successfully split? No, I definitely didn't split. Gosh dang it. Get these pop-ups out of my way. Okay, hang on. Group, split. It actually is splitting based off of all the 0 manpower. Wow. We definitely lost a lot of troops that day. Okay, so, we are in April. Our guys have arrived. Let's side with one family and have a set of noble rebels pop up. I probably should have assigned a general there, but we are in the defensive terrain, so it's okay. Problem solved. Thanking you. Send this back down toward Theodoro, see if we can solve some of their problems if they end up having more problems. If not, no big deal. Alright, so we can reduce our army maintenance again by a bit, make some more money. How are we looking as far as our tech? We are 1 year ahead of time. Getting another idea group is fun. Here's the thing, if we got another idea group, right, we'd probably pick up the military idea, defensive ideas, and then we'd still want to get up to military tech 18, and I wouldn't have any power to spend on it, really, so, no, it's probably fine. Let's colonize Owl real quick. Oh, what a dumb name for a province. Is this one named Pigeon? And Raptor and Falcon? Something? I don't know. Alright. I think for this mission, all we have to do is colonize it. Whether we decide to follow through with it is another issue entirely, but we could do so if we desire. I actually don't want to, though. I don't want to finish Owl. I would rather get this province colonizing so we would have a casus belli against Korea as well. At least that is my thought. Another conversion finished, out of the way. We're about to cap out on admin power again. We could probably do one more set of development. There, I don't really care that much. Perfect. These Chagatai separatists, though. And the Norwegians. It's a lot of separatists, is basically what it comes down to. That's the downside of fighting two wars at once, is you tend to have a lot of separatists causing issues for you. Okay. Cossack aggression, of course. The Polish don't care. We have border friction against Poland. Doesn't really matter that much. Gelra has joined the Republic. That seems a little late. What do you mean Gelra has joined the Republic? They weren't a part of the Republic to begin with? How'd that happen? Huh. Hey, here's something I don't understand, by the way. Why is it in EU4, Burgundy is up here, but in Crusader Kings 2, the Kingdom of Burgundy is down here? Does that make any sense to anybody? I don't know, maybe it does. Maybe there's a history behind it that I don't really understand. We didn't really study Burgundian history that much in school. I know, again, shocker. I've actually got Crusader Kings 2 on the mind a lot lately. I kinda wanna start playing it and do a series on it. I don't really have the time to do so, is the problem, but I kinda wanna do it anyway. We'll see. We'll see. Looks like somebody died. It was probably one of our advisors that we don't care about that much, so it's okay. We could start recruiting some ministers again. Although we already do have 2 cheaper ministers, so it's actually not a very big deal. In January, we'll take our next level of tech, and then I think we're going to start redeploying troops. We kind of want to wait until some of these separatists have fired, but I don't know if we can afford to wait forever. We're just going to have to kind of accept it. There we go. That'll do fine. Thank you. January. Yum. 1622. Now we can go ahead and take admin tech. It's going to cost us 396 instead of, I think it was like 468 earlier. So we're going to save ourselves quite a bit of power. Let's pick it up. Bam. Another idea group. Next to unlock would be the cathedral. Usually not worth it, in my opinion. But it's there. We'll pick up some diplomatic tech, and we'll pick up some military tech, and just like that, in all 3 tech groups, once again, we are a good 13 years ahead of time. Now, as far as our idea group, we are going to be picking up a military idea group. Defensive ideas seems perfectly reasonable to me. And we are actually not even that far away from being able to pick up the first idea, which would be an additional yearly army tradition of 1. And again, I ran the math on this a while ago. It decreases by, what, 5% per year or something like that? So the higher your base army tradition from different modifiers, the higher its like natural resting point where it kind of reaches equilibrium. And army tradition, you know, most of the time it's not really worth it. But it does give you a pretty nice bonus to your morale of armies and your siege ability and so on. It's worth it. I mean, if you can get it up there, it's a good thing to have, you know? Excellent supplies. Good. Ships just got cheaper. Okay. Are there any ships that I want to build? We can build another early frigate, I guess. My timer just went off. Can we upgrade any of these ships? This one has a shipyard, doesn't it? Yes. Are there any ships that we need to upgrade? Because now would be the time to find out. Cannot afford to upgrade all ships in the fleet. Yeah, we have a very obsolete fleet here. Lots of caravels, even a few barks. Goodness. Require a fair chunk of money. A fair hunka chunka. Okay. Well, I'm gonna send all these guys up this direction. It's gonna take a while. I know. but I would like to start a war against Khalkha next term. We do not need this 27,000 over here. I'm going to send them over here in preparation for the possibility that they'll have to fight Ming when the war does eventually begin. Looks like these noble rebels are still causing issues. We have Theodoran Cossacks apparently are rebelling against Theodoro. Well, that is interesting. We may have to help them with that one because I would not want the Cossacks to declare independence, now would I? That would be rather unfortunate. They are in the grasslands. I think we can probably deal with them. We'll have to put a leader in charge, of course, but should be fine in theory. Do we have any other armies up here? Just the guys up in Sweden area. Alright. Well, we'll see how that all plays out next time. Thank you guys for watching. This has been Pravus. If you enjoyed this video, then hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And I, as always, will see you guys next time.